welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be an editing vlog. I'll be editing my poems. Here they are, and I've actually already started, and my poem is this thick. I'm quite surprised. It's a lot of poems. I didn't expect to write this much poems. So, okay, so my plan for today is to edit 9 poems. I'm not sure if I can actually finish all 9 poems, but this is my first time editing poems, so I'm not really sure if I can achieve that goal, but I will try, and you guys will see after the end of this video how I did with editing. I will actually take you guys through my editing process. I searched the internet for resources on how to edit poems, and they all said the same thing in some way, and I compiled them into 10 steps. I also incorporated my own way of editing, like what I want to do while I'm editing my poem. So I will tell you guys what I wrote here during the walkthrough. So let's get into the first poem and start editing. You have a choice, yet you chose. You have a choice, yet you chose not to choose. You can decide, yet you decide not to decide. Life is full of colors, a canvas of serenity. Yet you chose to spoil it, neglecting the beauty of it. The world smiles at you, the sun is glowing bright. Yet you chose to frown at it, locking yourself in the dark. So many things can be done, yet you chose not to do it. Friends surround you, yet you chose to ignore it. You have a choice, yet you chose not to choose. Alright, so I have finished editing about 9 pages of my poems. No, I finished 10 pages of my poems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, no. Oh yeah, okay. I finished editing 10 pages of my poems. these are the pages, and I will edit one more poem. This one stanza poem. It's only a stanza, so I'm going to take you guys into my computer and walk you through how I edit my poem. And I picked this poem to use as an example because it's only a stanza, and we are going to get into it and edit. I actually have this one, the note that I was talking about earlier. And these are my notes, and I'm going to read it out to you guys. So I called it How to Edit Poetry. So first, let the poems rest. As all the editing advice I've seen, they have said to let your novel rest, to let your poems rest, and just let it be for a while. I did not touch those poems for 2 weeks. Yeah, I am in a rush. I don't know why I gave myself like a week to draft these poems, and then 2 weeks to let it rest, and then another week to edit these poems. That might be a very bad decision on my part, but I don't know. I'm just trying things and letting things unfold, and I don't know if it's good or bad. But yeah, let's see how everything is going to go and continue. But yeah, the second one is review the whole poem or book. I have read everything here, I think on September 1 or 2, along those days. So I've read everything here, and I've already done that part. Then, number 3, read the poems aloud. So I have also done this part during my read through, and then I'm also reading them as I edit them. So yes, I checked this one too. Number 4, identify the theme. This is something that I added into these steps. So I wanted to identify the theme of my poems, and yeah, so for this poem, I'm going to read it out loud to you guys so you can you could get the idea of the poem. Okay, so here goes. Hello, anyone in here? I hope none. I don't want anyone to see me in tear. I'm going in, but I'm not going out. So that was my poem, and now let us identify what the theme is about. I feel like, okay, so I wrote this, and I shouldn't have a hard time identifying the theme, but I am. Alright, so I have already identified the theme of this poem. So the theme is the want to be alone and not letting anyone inside. And I think it really encapsulates everything that I want to say in this poem in one line, and that's good. So now let us proceed to edit the poem. This is where I reconstruct the poem. What I'm trying to do here is to incorporate the theme, the mood, and the tone. So I should have included the mood and the tone in number 4. So identify the theme, mood, and tone. So let's go back and identify the mood and the tone of the poem. So the mood will be lonesomeness. So next we have the tone. The tone would be like, if I compare it to a novel, it will be kind of the voice, or okay, yeah, it can be the voice, like who is speaking. And for this, For my poem, it's not really, it's not me who's speaking this. While I'm writing all of these poems, I like imagine someone like standing inside my head. Okay, so um, for this like line, I just I was just going by the theme of my poem. The only thing in my mind while I was doing the edits was um, what do I want to tell by this poem? I mean, what does like the speaker of this poem want to tell to its reader? And with that, I just kept in mind my theme. To the theme is the one to be alone and not let anyone inside. So um, and also I also kept in mind the mood and the tone, but the whole time the 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 thing that was on top of my mind was the theme, and the second one would be the tone, and the third in line would be the mood. So the tone is I wanted the poem to be in first person, and I wanted to like have a direct tone. So I did not ask for anyone. I said you couldn't come. I don't know if you guys will think this is direct, but for me it is. So you guys can tell me if it is direct or not. Like you can comment down below your thoughts about this line. So the speaker says, I did not ask for anyone. I said you couldn't come. Don't think that playing thief and handing me a wreath, you'll earn my trust like gold. I can see even with I can see even with this blindfold. And yeah, I feel like these new lines that I created are more direct than this one, than the lines in red. These are the um, first draft of this poem. Okay, so I forgot what I was saying, but yeah. So the ones in red are the first drafts, and the black font color is the edited version. So I don't know if I've nailed the mood for the poem, but yeah, I'm hoping that I will. Next part is for this line. I for this line I edited it as so. Here goes. I've survived by my own. Okay, let me read that again. What? That sounds so hard to say. Anyway, I've survived on. I've survived. Okay, let me just clear that. I've survived on my own. I'm in no need of your opinion. I am alone in this room. And maybe it's just like me being too direct with this poem that, like, this line, I don't know where to put it. I I have something in mind for this, but I don't know like how I don't know how to continue this line. Like what's next for this line? So I'm still confused until now. So confused right now. But this line is just not coming to an end. Um yeah, I don't know how. I'm even more like um I'm having a hard time editing this here in my computer instead of writing it by hand, like editing it by hand. So I guess a this is a part of me having a hard time editing on my computer. So yeah, anyway, let's continue. What should I put? Like, this is what happens when I like, when I'm in some kind of trance and like thinking of things to put. Like, I'm thinking of lines for my story or my poems. I just start singing. I just start humming. Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's continue with the editing. Okay, so I wrote, I've survived on my own. I'm in no need of your opinion. I am alone in this room, and I want it to feel like home. Okay, let me just add, and I want it to feel like home. Okay, I have so many issues. I have so many issues about my ending lines. That's either the very last line, or the last two lines. And as you can see here, um, let me read it out loud. It says, to be locked in here forever, that's not a daunting matter. For me who's left alone, and has always been alone. Um, I don't know why I write this kind of line. Um, my lines, my ending lines are not the same as always, but they are similar in a way that they don't deliver that punch. Like, they don't deliver that impact when you finish reading a poem, and one of that's one of my problems with writing poems. And I don't know. I feel like if I compare it to a novel, I feel like it's very anticlimactic. Like, I would think, like here, from the first line until this line, if it's not a daunting matter, I would think that this is a good poem. Okay, I'm not bragging about my poem, but I would think that it's a good poem. It's a good poem, but I won't think that this last two lines, or this last line, is going to pack a punch. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I mean, this is not the last edit that I'm going to make, but this is always like, oh, this is always irritating me. And I don't, I just get so irritated when I get to my last line. But anyway, that was it for the editing. That's it for the poem, and that was everything for the poem. And although I and although I'm not satisfied with my ending line, I am going to stop here and just let it rest for a while, and maybe I get some ideas for the last line. But anyway, that is it for the video, and I hope you liked it. This will be the third I forgot to say this in my introduction, but anyway, that is it for the third episode of hashtag Write Poems with Me. I hope this was like essential knowledge for you guys, and I hope that by watching this video you get like ideas, you get ideas for editing your own poems, and maybe you'll even start editing your poems now, and I hope I gave you that inspiration. I don't know why I'm saying this, but anyway, um, yeah, comment down below about your thoughts on this video, and if you're editing your poems, what do you do when you edit your poems? I'd love to learn more about editing poems, and yeah, I hope you learned from this video. If you did like this video, please click that like button, and if you want to subscribe for me for more videos, then you can, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!